all I can say is, wow, these buns have exceeded my expectations for both appearance, texture, and flavor. They're just simply amazing. Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen, where sometimes we do keto, sometimes we do low carb, but we always do delicious. Now, as you might know, I've been on the search for the holy grail of low carb burger buns. I've tried a few different recipes. They were all good, but just not quite what I was looking for until now. I just found the ultimate brioche bun. It comes in at 2.8 net carbs. It's soft, it's fluffy, it's delicious, and you've got to try it. So let's get to it. Okay, let's get started with the ingredients. We have 170 grams, or about a cup and a half, of wheat gluten. We have 80 grams, or about 3/4 of a cup, of lupin flour, 38 grams, or about a half a cup, of oat fiber. We've got 2 lightly whisked eggs at room temperature. For our leavener, we have 2 teaspoons of instant yeast and 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. Now, if you're doing strict keto or you just don't want to use sugar at all, you'll substitute that out with 1 tablespoon of inulin powder. We have 3.5 tablespoons of allulose, which is a sweetener. We have 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, and we have 2 tablespoons of softened salted butter, 1 cup of water. So we're going to get started off by putting our flour ingredients into a bowl and whisking them up into an even consistency, and then we'll get started with the rest of the recipe. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and add our yeast, sugar, and water to the bowl of my stand mixer. It's always a good idea, if you don't have a brand new packet of yeast, to just test it first before you go ahead and add all the rest of your ingredients, just to make sure that it is alive. So we're going to go ahead and put everything into this bowl. And this water, by the way, you want it at about 80 degrees. We put everything into the bowl, give it a quick stir, and then we're going to come back in about 5 minutes just to make sure this foams up, so that we know that the yeast is alive. Our yeast is foamed up nicely, so we know that it's decent, and we'll go ahead now and put the bowl into the stand mixer and get half of our flour into the bowl. Let's go ahead and add our egg, our 3.5 tablespoons of allulose, and about half of our flour mixture into the mixer. We'll go ahead and put our dough hook onto the mixer. And now we're going to mix this for about 3 minutes on low. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. We're going to take the rest of our flour mixture and add it to the mixer. And then we're going to mix this for 12 more minutes on low. Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes, starting now.
See you in about 12 minutes. All right, we got about 4 minutes left, and you can see that it's kneading into a really nice ball. Everything's going as planned, so we'll see you in about 4 minutes. It's been 12 minutes. We're going to go ahead and add our salt and our butter. Now we're going to let this go for another 5 or 6 more minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, starting now.
See you in about 6 minutes. Okay, our dough is finished kneading, and I've gone ahead and moved it into a bowl. I'm going to put a lid on that and stick it in the microwave for about 45 minutes. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes. Our dough has risen, and it looks like it's about double the size it was. And it's got a really nice, I mean, this is like, these are going to be very soft buns. I'm pretty confident of that. So what I'm going to do, because I'm a little OCD, I'm going to put this on a scale and weigh it out, divide it by 8, and then cut it into 8 separate pieces. We're right at about 640 grams, and if my math is correct, that would mean that we should be able to do 8 80-gram dough balls. So I'm going to go ahead and divide that up now. Okay, we've divided this up into 80-gram portions, and now I'm going to go ahead and make some balls out of them. Okay, I've already done 7 of the rolls, and I just want to demonstrate here how I did these. This dough is a little bit tricky to work with, but what I did was took the piece of dough and I just flattened that a little bit, and then you want to just start to fold the edges over on top of each other till you get a nice tight ball. It's almost like a purse, and you're just going to get that purse. You can see the top, it's nice and smooth. And this is the part that's a little tricky for me with this dough. It's a little rubbery and springy, and I think the next time I may need to increase the water by a little bit. Maybe instead of 1 cup, maybe 1 1/3 or 1 1/4, something like that. I mean, it's fine. It's just a little tricky to work with. But once I got the purse secured, and of course on the last one it's going to give me the hardest time, but that's okay. We take that, flip it over, and there's our bun. So we're going to go ahead, get these 8 buns onto the cutting board, space them out a little bit because we're going to let this rise for a little bit more. And here goes the blankie. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. It's been about an hour and a half, and I could just tell by looking at these things that they are going to be amazing. Give a little poke there. They are perfectly ready to go into the oven. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an egg wash on these. I'm going to put 2 of them into my tabletop convection oven, and I'm going to put 2 in my air fryer just as a test, and I will get back to you with the results. Here's our 2 buns prepared for the tabletop convection oven. I'm going to go ahead and put those in now and prepare 2 more buns for the air fryer. I prepared 2 more rolls and put them into the air fryer basket, and the other 4 rolls are going to go into the refrigerator overnight. I'm going to try them out tomorrow. For the air fryer, we're going to go 345 degrees for 16 minutes. And the oven, we're doing 375 degrees for 20 minutes. Oh my God, guys. These buns came out better than I even hoped for. So on the left, we have the buns that were cooked in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. On the right, we've got the buns that were cooked in the air fryer at 345, and I wound up stopping at 14 minutes because they looked good and dark. I'm going to go get these onto the cooling rack, let them cool down, and I think we're going to have a burger. Just have a look at that. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I really do hope you get a chance to make this one in your kitchen. It's really an amazing bun. Far exceeded all my expectations. Now, if you really like this video, make sure to click the like button. And if you want to get more videos, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell. That way you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. If you want to see this bun in action, click on the link for my smoky air fryer burger. I'll catch you on the next one.